about in a previous video. So let's go ahead, we'll pull up the rink, and you can see we've got our basic offensive attack formation that we're shooting for, which is F1 that's going to be driving wide, F2 driving to the net, and F3 coming in as the trailer man. And within this framework, there are literally endless possibilities of different combinations, different things that you can do to gain that advantage over your opponent in the offensive zone. So let's just go through a few of them really quickly, and then that'll kind of give you an idea of what we're talking about here. So let's just go ahead we'll start with the very basic ones. Let's say F1 drives wide, and the defenseman doesn't go with him, or he beats that defenseman wide, so he cuts to the net and takes a shot. Okay, so that's your very baseline, most basic possible version of this. Pretty straightforward there. Let's take another possible version. Let's say that our F1 drives wide, our F2 drives wide, and the F2 beat his defenseman. F1's defenseman stayed with him, but now we've got a possible pass across. So basically F2's speed turned a 2-on-2 into a 2-on-1. Pass across, one-time shot. Pretty straightforward as well. Okay, so we're going from basic to more and more complex here. Okay, let's say that F1 drove wide, F2 drove wide, both defensemen stayed with their guys. So now, because of that, we've got a lane open in the middle for F3 to slide in, and let's just say that we do a little drop pass, and F3's got a big booming slap shot, so he walks in and lets a one-timer rip from there, from the high slot. So that's another option. You've got your F2 already at the net for the rebound, and obviously after F1 does that, he's going to drive through to the net, possibly setting a legal pick. I'm a big advocate of legal picks. You can't really alter you can't adjust your your skating stride to go in and push a guy out of the way. But if you're on your way to the net, and you happen to get in the guy's skating lane, use that with your own discretion, however much the ref will let you get away with. But possibility of a legal pick gives that guy a second, a little bit of an extra second to get that shot off. So that's another option. But it works even if you don't do the legal pick. So either way, that's fine. Let's go ahead and say, we'll get a little bit more complex here. Let's say that F3 got delayed in the neutral zone, so he's not there as an option. F1 can use a delay tactic, which is basically a misdirection, so he's got no options basically. His defenseman has done a good job at sealing off the middle, so he can't cut through to the net. There's no passing option across, so he can do a delay tactic, which is basically just a little misdirection. It gives F3 an extra second to get in. Now when you see a delay tactic, F3, this is now a good chance for F3 to alter his point of attack. So instead of coming in right off that guy's inside shoulder, since he got delayed, now this guy is facing the opposite way because he's done a misdirection. Now would be a good time for F3 to come in and slide in more towards the middle, because that option will be a much greater passing option than just passing to a guy that's right beside him. So in this case, F3 would probably slide in the middle, then you can get a little pass across and a one-time shot. Okay, which is another good option. Continuing along the same framework.